Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between Hasu and HayPro, or is it HayPro? Oh, I'll call him HayPro, it sounds a little bit better than Hey Pro. Yeah, HayPro here on Blistering Sands. Here on the right hand side we have HayPro spawning as the red Zerg player, meanwhile we have Hasu spawning as the yellow Protoss player. So it's going to be a Protoss versus Zerg here on Blistering Sands. Now, once again, I guess I'll just take this time to say thank you to everyone who's out there who has been subscribing to me. Thank you for you guys also who are cleaning up some of my comments and the channels, blocking out all the spam that's out there that people try to tell you, hey, you can get a beta key by going to this virus-infested website. Yeah, thanks for taking care of that for me. It really saves me some more time to actually start doing shoutcasts and replays. So yeah, almost up to 7,500. I'll probably get to 7,500 around April Fools. And we'll see what Blizzard tries to do for April Fools. I'm a little curious myself. Perhaps they're going to release some patch saying that Zerglings have like 1,000,000 hit points, or the new Zergling was too weak and has like a base of 15 armor or something like that, and the new Zergling is pretty much indestructible. We'll see. Anyways, coming back over here and taking a look at HayPro. HayPro, I do not see any spawning pools yet, and I do not see a hatchery, and it looks like though HayPro may be trying to go for a fast hatchery, and we'll see if that's really going to work. No, that's more of a decoy to get that drone probe out of there as he built a spawning pool in the back of that base. Very nicely done. Make it fainting that he is trying to go for a hatchery. So Hasu now just leaving with that drone or that probe there and doing a little bit of a patrol, trying to make sure that that hatchery does not get put down. But really, very nicely done. That was a little bit of a mind game by HayPro. HayPro moving out with that drone now and just leaving that that poor probe down here to wait for what he expects to be a hatchery. He's going to go ahead and head up that ramp, and that spawning pool is going to be nearly completed by the time that probe really takes a look at it. HayPro now we see that Hasu now coming back up, sees that that spawning pool is in fact up and running, and knows that he got a little bit juked out. And now here we once again have another drone. Will that drone be able to get down that hatchery in time? Taking a look at that. Oh, he did another double back around, and that was not needed. Are we gonna see? Are we gonna see another? Yeah, that was a really bad back around. Anyways, coming back over here, Overlord now moving around. Drone trying to take down the cybernetics core. Not gonna win that fight very easily. Zergling's probably gonna be coming in. Do we see an extractor? Yeah, extractor is up and running. Queen is now being trained up as well. So Zergling's gonna be able to finish off that one probe without any issue if they can really catch up in time. Down goes that drone. Drone now wants to be a hatchery when it grows up. So, oh, look at the hatchery. It's all growing up. Yeah, you guys telling me to make more jokes. Anyways, okay, drone moving around. I'm trying to do a little bit more scouting as that zealot's going to be coming around that corner, trying to chase him down. Taking a look at this, we have a single cybernetics core pylon being built and a robotics facility. So it's gateway cybernetics core robotics facility, most likely in order to counter roaches and with those immortals. But will that really work? Zergling's now coming up, trying to take down that probe. Probe will in fact get taken down, but at the cost of two Zerglings. So wow, and those two Zerglings are very low on hit points. Wants to get, oh, those probes are just gonna zap them, and probes make it a little bit of a zap in as that one low hit point probe, which is down over here, is no longer low on hit points as it now has 20 shields. So very nicely done. Sitting over here, this Overlord now just moving around the map. Or sorry, just sitting over there, offering a little bit of sight. So we may see a little bit of a Nidus worm trying to move in and try to spawn on that backside. Taking a look, gateway, the secondary gateway now being built up, and now that robotics facility producing an immortal. So that immortal gonna get taken down, and that poor Zergling just being left in the dust right there as that zealot trying to chase that Zergling, running past that cactus. Oh, take a look at this Zergling. Can I just do this? Yeah, look at that Zergling. Zergling just hopping around. Kind of looks like a bunny. Alright, kind of go ahead and just try to pull back up, and now that Zergling's going to see better days as that Zealot going to be able to get the final hit in. No, not able to still get that final hit in. Anyways, coming back to the actual game, following that Zergling too long. Queen now being trained up over here at this natural expansion. So that second hatchery is in fact up and running. Taking a look, two queens already down. I do not see any additional tech. Do we have the movement speed now being researched? So those lings will in fact be much more quick on and off the creep. Taking a look back over here, a pylon now being put down as well. Single Zergling sitting at the front door, making sure that no units are coming out. And we also have an Overlord sitting over by HayPro. Warp gates now being upgraded as well. So we now have triple gateway, potentially triple gateway. And now we also have 2 Immortals. Those Immortals going to be used to try to counter some of those Zerglings. But those sentries will be, in fact, there to counteract those Zerglings. So this is a very, very versatile Protoss army in order to try to take down any of these units. Zerglings now with that movement speed moving around fairly quickly and should be able to catch any units in transition. But as they watch that single Zelnaga watchtower, HayPro sitting at 51 over 50, or yeah, HayPro now sitting at 51 over 52 food, as we now have these Immortals moving out with those sentries and that single stalker sitting at 50 over 50. Zerglings quickly coming back around, and those Zerglings going to be able to run up that base. Or are they going to be able to get up? No, not able to get up. Let's see. Going to try to come up and try to take down that pylon. That pylon trying to get taken down, and now 2 sentries coming in to get a force field on the back. Very nicely done, as Hasu Zerglings are just going to get focused down right in this position, and now a Zealot coming into play. Those 2 pylons just offering up as a sacrifice to this army, and wow, one of those pylons now getting taken down. Zealot now trying to come in, trying to finish off the rest of this, and this pylon still able to act as a little bit of an army. Coming back over here though, HayPro going to lose his Roach Warren as Immortals coming in. Nice force field up on the high ground, so Zergling's getting stuck. Very, very nicely done, as now more pylons being able to warp in more additional units. Another force field being laid down. And wow, do those sentries still have enough? Yeah, another force field is possible. Will they be able to get it off? No, not able to get it off, as those Zerglings come running down. Going to try to get a surround off on all those units, and those drones are going to be able to fight that back. That one sentry with enough energy was not able to cast that last force field, so those Zerglings able to come in and get a surround off. And Hasu is not going to be able to take this game just quite yet. HayPro doing a very, very nice job just being able to finish off the rest of this. Immortal is going to try to squeeze back out, trying to run away, and that Immortal going to get taken down by those Zerglings. More units being warped in once again, using those force fields a little bit in order to try to just run around and perhaps get a little bit of a better positioning. And very nicely done, really waiting for those warp gate and cooldown to come back in. Taking a look, losing that single pylon, but now that warp gate is up and operational, should be warping in another unit. No, Hasu able to just go ahead and surround that pylon. Pylon will be taken down. Taking a look at the income, see how much damage was dealt. HayPro sitting at 30, or mining a little bit more effectively than Hasu at this stage in the game, and now also upgrading to tier 2, also getting a Roach Warren. Zergling's going to be trying to come up, and we'll see if that's really going to work. Single Immortal with those Zealots, and now more units being warped in, sentries being warped in as well, and those Zerglings do not want to stick around for that fight. Alright, take a deep breath, just breathe. That's what everyone says. Hey, you talk too fast, you don't talk enough. Apparently, no one can agree whether or not they like the sound of my voice, so I'll just try to slow down a little bit. But hey, that was a pretty exciting times. You know what? I'll go ahead and say stay tuned for part 2 of this replay between HayPro and Hasu here on Blistering Sands.